Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. If you have been here before, welcome once again. If you are new here, my name is Myrna Cunningham and I do videos all about homeschooling, and then every once in a while I'll throw in some random videos, but mainly I do homeschooling videos. I have two boys. I have one that is starting third grade, and then I have another one that is starting preschool. Today's video is all about 2025-2026, my third grader, and what we will be doing curriculum-wise, and just all of the plans that I have for this coming school year for my third grader. I already did do a video on my preschooler. I will link that in the description. And if you are new here, you may not know, but I do have two cats. One of them is an outdoor cat, indoor outdoor cat, and the other one is this one, which is all indoor cat, and she loves me, so she loves to be around me, so you will probably see her in and out of the video. This is my Hazel girl. She is strictly indoors, so she just loves being on my lap. But anyways, so today's video is going to be a long one. There's a lot I am going to talk about. But so if you need to grab a snack, go ahead and grab a snack, do what you got to do. And yeah, I'm going to go ahead and jump right into what I am doing for my third grader this year. The first thing I'm going to start off with is math, what we are doing for math. So for math, we have been doing the Good and the Beautiful. We started with the Good and the Beautiful math, and we've loved it. It's worked out for us. So we are sticking to that. So this year we are doing Math 3. I did buy this. I didn't buy it from the Good and the Beautiful. I actually purchased it last year from like a Facebook homeschool buy sell trade group. And so there is writing in it up until lesson, let's see, 10 maybe. So okay, so it looks like up until lesson 9, there's writing in it, but that's okay. That doesn't really bother me because it's really not that many lessons. I could just rewrite the problems myself in a notebook and have him do it. Otherwise, I can just take like whiteout and white it out for those if I really, really want to, but I think I might just have him pull out a notebook and write the problems and do them himself on the notebook for those lessons. But so for math, we do the Good and the Beautiful. And so I did get the math box that goes with it. You can tell that it was used because there's writing on it, but it does come with everything in it already. So you get like some game pieces there. Then you get, looks like these might be magnets. Looks like, and so then there's like calendar, is that what? Yeah, it looks like that might be like a calendar, and then like a graph on the other side. So I got that, and then I also did get the answer book. That is what we are doing for math, is the Good and the Beautiful Math 3. I am just going to continue with the Good and the Beautiful, and then I will go on into the other stuff later. So the next thing that I'm going to continue with the Good and the Beautiful is going to be language arts. Now, if you've seen some of my other videos, you may have noticed that I have mentioned a couple of times that I kind of messed up back when my little one, well, my oldest was a little one. I didn't think I needed a kindergarten like language arts. I thought I could just jump right into level 1 first grade reading, and I was wrong about that. It was my first time homeschooling. I had no idea what I was doing, so I didn't really realize that some things that he should have known, he didn't, and then some things that he didn't really need to know quite yet, he did. So by the time we did level 1, there was a lot of things in there that I had not even mentioned at all, and he was very confused. So I dedicated like almost half a year of that level 1 before finally finally like realizing, okay, Myrna, you did totally wrong for your child. This is not working for him. You have to backtrack. So I had to go in and purchase the kindergarten language arts after I had already lost almost a full year of language arts. And so that's how he fell behind. It was my fault. Now I know better with my youngest. I know that I have to start with preschool and then continue on, or else it's going to be very confusing for my boys. So for language arts, I picked up level 2. Now, I have noticed that we did level 1 this year that just passed. However, I did notice that now that he's older, he actually picked up things a lot quicker because he was retaining a lot of that stuff now. So I picked up level 2 course book. However, in my opinion, I think he's going to be able to zoom through this pretty quickly because he picked up what he should have, and now he's getting to the level he should be for reading. But I'm going to I'm not going to make the same mistake of thinking, oh, I'm going to jump ahead because I feel like he needs it. Like, no, I'm going to stick with level 2, but I have a feeling that this level 2 book is probably going to be finished fairly quickly. If that is the case, I will just go back into the Good and Beautiful, and then I will purchase level 3. But for now, we are going to do level 2. I also did do a flip through on this. I will link that in the description. But the level 2 comes with booster cards, and then it comes with 2 reading books. And so the way that I'm able to tell that level 2 might already be too easy is because when I was going through like these books, I could just tell that a lot of like he can zoom through a lot of these sentences. But that's okay. I'd rather, I guess, it be a review than to make the same mistake twice on my part. So we are doing Language Arts Good and the Beautiful level 2. Next, we are getting into a little bit of science. I picked up the Mammals Unit Study, and as well, I have a flip through on this. I will link it in the description, but that is what I really want to focus on for at least, this is going to be, I'd say, if we do this maybe 2-3 times a week, we should be able to finish this fairly quickly. It's not that long of a book. It's fairly short, but we will be doing mammals, and I did pick up the student journal. It does say that this is for levels 3rd through 6th, so I'm going to begin it. But if I do see that he is struggling with this, because there is quite a big grade level gap, if I see that he is struggling with this, I will just put it off until next year. But I think he should be fine with it. But that is something that if I have to, I can. Next thing that I am doing, this is a first for me. This is new, if I remember correctly. This just came out, but I have never done the Good and the Beautiful history. I know they have past history, but I've never done Good and the Beautiful history. For history, my husband last year wanted to be more involved with homeschooling. So he asked if he could take over science and history. And I told him that was perfectly fine. So last year for history, they did more of like different stories, and then they kind of talked about it. But me personally, I do think that history should be taught in order of how it happened from creation, up until now. And I haven't had a chance to really look at the history to see if that is going to be the case for this or not. So I do need to take a look at it, but for now on my radar, it is history, to do the good and the beautiful, the history portion. And so it comes with, here is the workbook here. Oh, I'm sorry. This is maps, the maps and images. Oh, I'm sorry. That was wrong. So this right here is the workbook. It was hiding under something else. This here is the workbook, year 1. And I will do a flip through on this as well. I just haven't gotten around to it. Now, I should mention to you that The Good and the Beautiful is faith-based. So they do talk about creation, like biblical stance. So if you are not faith-based and you're looking for something secular, I will tell you history is probably not the way to go for The Good and the Beautiful. I would definitely recommend Good and the Beautiful for math and language arts. If you are secular, you can kind of skip over into something that's non-faith-based if you wanted to. However, with history, you can't really skip that. You can't really bypass that, since that is one of the main focuses of being faith-based. But sorry, I kind of got sidetracked there. I just wanted to throw that out there in case somebody was looking for something that was secular, like history-wise. This is probably not what you're looking for. But anyway, so here is the book, and then it comes with maps and images. This is, I love this curriculum. I mean, like the covers, like it's so beautiful. It comes with the timeline book. And it looks like this is timeline book for years 1 through 4. So it looks like I will not be using the whole thing this year because this is just year 1 that I have purchased. So then it also comes with the student journal, student notebook. And so this is where they do some of their activities there. Like, those are just beautiful pictures. I mean, I just hear they're talking about hieroglyphics. So I love this. This is awesome. And I love history. I am a big history freak. So I'm excited to kind of go through this and see if this is going to work out. Along with that is you get the big book of history stories. So this is kind of similar to what my husband did last year. Is he bought like a book off of eBay that was all about history stories, and then he read it, and then they just did questions about it. So this is kind of similar to that. And so this looks like this is probably like his reading level. So this is probably something that they want like the students to be able to read. And yeah, so it comes with that. And then it comes with Time Tunnel. And it looks like these are review cards. So yeah, that is the curriculum for history for The Good and the Beautiful that I will be using. And the last thing from The Good and the Beautiful, I don't know where it is. It's somewhere in this classroom. We haven't started it yet, so that's why I'm not sure why it's not in my pile of like 3rd grade. It is The Good and the Beautiful handwriting level 3. I will post a picture on here because I have no idea where it is. I don't know if one of the boys, sorry, gotta wait for that pump to stop running because I'm right underneath the piping. So. Hi, Casey. Hi, do you want to say hi? Hey, baby girl. Hi, hey, baby girl. You gonna sit on Mama's lap again? Are you trying to sit on Mama's lap? Are you thinking about it? Okay, it stopped. I forgot kind of what I was saying, but I will post a picture here of the writing, but we will be continuing on with Good and the Beautiful writing level 3. To kind of go along with like writing, language arts, like all of that, I did pick up something that was new this year. I've never done this. You may have seen this also in another video. But I picked up Jack Chris Publishing Spelling and Vocabulary. I did want to focus a little bit more this year on more of spelling and grammar. The Good and the Beautiful is amazing. I love it. However, sometimes I want to incorporate more of something, and this is one of those things. So I picked up level 1 spelling and vocabulary, and these were really I thought they were a good price for homeschooling, and it does come with the answer key as well. So I want to say it was like $24.99 for both. I think was a good deal. I picked up level 1 and I picked up level 2 because I wasn't sure if level 1 would be too easy for him, since technically he's getting into level 2 of like language arts. But I went ahead and picked up both of them just in case. So we will be doing that this year for spelling. And then for geography, this is something that I purchased last year, possibly the year before. I can't remember when I purchased this, but I never did it. It just sat there. I just never got around to it. And so this year I really want to do it. It is from the Waldock Way. I purchased the 50 states unit study. And so in order for us to be able to do that unit study, you do need this book of the 50 states. So I went ahead and purchased the 50 states book. And before I had even started homeschooling, but it was something that we knew we were going to do, I purchased this from a homeschooling Facebook, like the buy, sell, trade group. This is from Lakeshore. And if I'm not mistaken, this might be like a unit study that Lakeshore has regarding the 50 states. But I went ahead and purchased this a while ago. If I can find it, I will link it. But I don't know. Honestly, I don't know if they still even make this. I have no idea. But it was Lakeshore's 50 states unit study. And so it came with some of these like cards and facts. So I went ahead and pulled these out, and I went ahead and added it to this unit study from the Waldock Way. So for example, here it breaks down like the Southwest states, and then it tells you a little bit about it. And then on the back, it asks you questions, and this is write and wipe. So this is reusable. So it comes with that. It also came with a big map of the states. I have so many of these in the homeschool classroom, but I went ahead and pulled it out anyways. And then along with that, there was also other, here's like the Midwest. Okay. And then it also did talk about Rocky Mountains. Just a little bit of other good important things to kind of know, to kind of introduce. So here it kind of talks about the economy. And then here we talk about the people. So it talks about like citizenship. It talks about like the first people. And then we have like the census there. Talks about the census. And then once again, it just has some questions in the back. So nothing too major, but it is a good introduction, I guess you can say. So here is the economy, paying taxes, the nation's food and resources, and how we make money. So I added this to this unit study. And then it also did come with some of these cards here. So it talks about just different like locations in the 50 states. So here it talks about the Mississippi River, which we live in Iowa, and we actually do have the Mississippi River that runs. You can actually see the Mississippi River from my parents' house. We are actually, I mean, if we just go a few miles outside of our town, you can see the Mississippi River. So I really wanted to pull out the Mississippi River. We also have like the Grand Canyon card here. We have Mesa Verde. And yeah, there's just lots of other things on here that you can talk about that would just be something fun to kind of talk about in the prairies. So yeah, so we're getting that. And then here is where I actually have the worksheets for it. The Waldock Way, the 50 States Unit Study is a lot. It's huge. And I honestly, I don't even think I printed everything out. Now, I will say that I did add pages from a different 50 States Unit Study that I liked. So not all of these pages are from the Waldock Way, but there is still a ton that you will have to print out if you purchase it. It comes with like a bingo game. It comes with some passports. And I think those passports, I just saw them. They're around here somewhere. But it comes with like making some passports. And then, you know, of course you get like your teacher's guide. What else? Let's see what else. Okay, so you get like some postcards here. Also, I need to punch these so I can put them in the binder. And then you have just like some fun pages here. If you wanted to create a brochure, you could. Here, if you wanted, you know, to do some of these, you could. And then here is like the test, I guess you could say, to see how many they know. And yeah, so that's that. That's some of the things that I haven't 3-hole punched, but I have. But this is what it comes with. So it comes with, each state has its own like checklist. So find the state on the map and color it, read and complete the flag profile, play one or more of the suggested game. So you do need the 50 States book, because it does tell you what pages you have to read in order to do the worksheets that it comes with. And then there is a QR code for each state that takes you to a video. So I will kind of show you a little bit of what you all get. But so here it talks about, this thing is heavy. It talks about the flag there. The next page is something that I printed myself and I added in. It is coloring the flag. And then right behind that was just like a worksheet that came with that flag, that coloring flag. So this and this is not included in the Waldock's Way unit study. This is something separate that I found myself. Next is you get the state profile. So it asks you some questions. It's very similar to this page. Next is you get to know about the state bird, their state flower, and like maybe a national park or something important about that state. Here it wants you to fill out, like draw you the state bird, the state flower, the state tree, and then talk a little bit about it. This binder has for every single state. So that is what we are doing for geography for the 50 states. Next thing that I wanted to talk about is, again, something that is new. I've never done this. I've never tried it, but I really wanted to focus a little bit more on this. I picked up the Fix-It Grammar, and this is level 1. So we will be trying this out for the first time this year with him. So now we're getting into like the Bible curriculum. This is my first year that I'm doing an actual Bible curriculum. I've never done a Bible curriculum. I've always just kind of taught myself just different stories of the Bible, and then I will look for just like small mini unit studies, mostly on Etsy's, where I always end up finding the mini unit studies for whatever story I'm teaching about the Bible. But this year I decided that, once again, I felt like I didn't really want to make the mistake that I did with language arts. I felt like I should probably get a Bible curriculum so I make sure I'm teaching everything correctly and I'm not forgetting something. Because I myself would consider, even though I was raised in a Christian home, I really wanted nothing to do with church. It wasn't until a few years ago that I actually decided that I wanted to give my life to the Lord. So I would consider myself fairly new. There's still a lot that I don't know. So for the Bible curriculum is I picked up this Armor of God from Etsy, and it's a very short unit study, but I do want to do the Armor of God. You may have even seen in my homeschool haul video, that of course I will link in the description. I did pick up an Armor of God Bible study from the Rose Visual. So that is probably going to go along with this to help me be able to teach this, the Armor of God. This is something that if I do it every single day, I should probably get it done within like a week and a half. It's very not that long. But to go with this is I picked up this coloring and activity book here. And children learn about the protective armor of God and how to apply this biblical principle while enjoying plenty of fun activities and coloring pages. So yeah, there's some coloring pages there, and then there's just some other activities that they have to do there. So I do want to focus on the armor of God for maybe a couple of weeks. Next, I also picked up this Bible study workbook for kids. I got this off of Amazon. And looking at this workbook, just by looking at it, I love it. I think it's just enough of a story for my kids to be, to listen. And then it asks some questions. So this definitely does not dive deep into a specific lesson. It kind of just goes through everything. But I like this. I love it. From what I can see, it looks like it's going to be something that's going to be amazing as just like an add-on. And then for the actual curriculum, I chose God's Big Story. So this is the student workbook, and then this is the stories. I did buy level 1 to start from the beginning. So it says the workbook comes with a lesson schedule, some vocabulary exercise, some word searches, some rhyming activities, sentence building exercise, some comprehension questions, some application questions, and the answer key. So this is kind of what it looks like. And this looks a little too easy for my 3rd grader. I don't know if I'm kind of on that swing again where I'm like, this is too easy. I should just skip to level 2, but it's like, okay, do I need to do level 1 in order to proceed to level 2? Am I going to make that same mistake again? So I don't know. I guess I'll do it with him, but I'm hoping that we can get this done fairly quickly. That way I can go in and buy level 2 and see if that's more of what I'm looking for him. If this doesn't work out for us, maybe next year I will look into a different Bible curriculum. But for now, we're going to go ahead and just stick with this God's Big Story. And once again, there will be a video of a flip through regarding this. So this is the workbook, and then this is the storybook. So here it has all of the stories here. And so let's see if there's a table of contents in here. Okay, so it looks like table of contents starts with, of course, creation. God makes a good world, and then it goes up until, let's see. And then it says, lesson 40 is a prison guard believes. So, a prison guard, it talks about Paul and Silas. So that's where this kind of ends off on. I mean, just looking at this book, I love the pictures in it. It's really, really cute. And it's not like too hard for reading. Let me see if I can find like some more. But yeah, so that is what we are doing for the Bible curriculum. Oh, here's the passports that I was talking about that go with the Waldorf Way 50 States Unit Study. Here they are. I knew they were around here somewhere. Next is kind of going back to science. I picked up this Who Was grade 2 science and social studies. We're definitely not going to do all of them. I just don't think I'm going to have time to do all of them. But I did pick up Who Was Annie Oakley and then Who Was Ben Franklin. So I'm hoping to at least get these two done to go with this. But I think that's really my main goal, is just to do 2. And then maybe next year we can do 2 more. Or not. I don't know. This is the first time I'm doing this. So maybe this doesn't work out. I don't know. I won't know until we do it and get into it. But so for science/social studies, we're going to be doing these 2. And then I did pick up 2 of these reading lessons. The first one I picked up was the Paper Bag Princess, and I purchased the downloadable version off of christianbookstore.com, but you can get the printed version that gets shipped to you. And so basically what it is you read the Paper Bag Princess, and then it comes with different activities. So it talks about the author there, and then you jump into the lessons and you have some activities there, but then you also have some questions about the book or the chapter, whatever it is that you are doing. So here we go. There's some questions there. So we will be doing the Paper Bag Princess, and you do get a teacher's guide with that. And then the other one that we will be doing that I haven't had a chance, I printed it out, but I haven't had a chance to hole punch it and then put the spine on it, is we are doing Stone Soup. And same thing as this one, it comes with some questions, some activities that it wants you to do that goes along with the book. So that is 2 like reading studies that we are going to do. I do have some other reading studies that I want to do. I just haven't purchased them yet. There's a few that I have already purchased, but they just haven't arrived. But I will go over that in a separate video. And then last but not least is I'm going to continue with Spanish. We have Spanish 2. I do have Dinolingo, which my oldest has already started. So he's already completed quite a few lessons in it. But Dinolingo is more of just like a fun activity. It's not the main focus of Spanish. But I am going to continue with this book for Spanish 2 with my oldest. And that is it for my plans for my 3rd grader. I'm sure as the school year goes on, I will probably add in some more things, kind of like I've mentioned. I do have some more like reading books lessons that I want to do. I'm just waiting on that, but that will be a video. I kind of want to do a unit study during the Christmas time. I haven't decided which one, but of course you will see that if I decide to do that. Same thing with like Easter. I have a tote that I pull out. So I haven't really quite thought that much ahead. Right now I'm just really focusing on the main studies and not so much of like the unit studies. I did forget to mention that I do have ocean unit study. I have a tote that is ready to be pulled out, but that is probably going to come after the mammals unit study. So that will probably be something that we start doing come like January. But that is on the radar, is to do the ocean unit study this year for my third grader. And yeah, that is everything that I have for my third grader and what we are doing this year for his school year. And yeah, if there's if there's something linked that you want, let me know. I'm going to try to link what I can, but YouTube does limit me on the number of characters I can use, so sometimes there are some things that I can't link. If there's something you're interested, you can definitely leave me a comment, and I can see if I can find it and then send you a link to it. But thank you so much for watching this video. I know this video was kind of long, but I hope you got some ideas if you're kind of looking for something for a third grader. I hope this kind of helps you out to see what it is that I'm doing. But until next time, thank you so much.